YouTube? Is Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy, and again I'm back at it with another rant. Um, so I was basically talking to a friend on Instagram, and he's a huge wrestling fan, and so am I. And we was going back and forth on who was a better wrestler. What I'm saying, regardless of era. You know what I'm saying? Because we all wanna put their prime against their prime. So we was talking about wrestling, and he's a huge Shawn Michaels fan, and I'm a huge CM Punk fan. I grew up. Now I'm not gonna say I grew up on CM Punk, but CM Punk grew up on me. You know what I'm saying? His first, like I followed his career when he was in ECW. I think around 2009 or eight, I believe. And then he would always get he would always fight so hard, but at the end he would always get pushed over. You know what I'm saying? At the time, John Morrison was obviously the ECW champion, and then he had to go through like fatal four weights and triple threat matches to be number one contender. And then they was just putting him through obstacles and obstacles and obstacles. And his first match, I won't forget. His first match was against Justin Credible, if I'm not mistaken. And he basically dominated that match. Nobody knew who he was. You know what I'm saying? But I started following him and throughout his whole career. So, long story short, he says that Shawn Michaels can beat CM Punk. Now, when you look at Shawn Michaels and you compare him, or you try to compare him to CM Punk, it's not even a debate. Okay, Shawn Michaels is not really a technical wrestler. I don't know what style of wrestler he is, but I can tell you that CM Punk is a martial arts, jiu-jitsu, kwanton do type wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He uses his legs, he uses his feet. You know what I'm saying? He's a very versatile, wrestler. He kind of remind me of what's his name? Oh, God, I just had his name in my head. Uh what's his name? His name will pop up in my head. But he reminds me of that wrestler though. But um CM Punk, I mean Shawn Michaels is not defeating CM Punk. I don't care what nobody says. You could put video games, in this conversation. I mean, I don't necessarily know, like, if you were to put CM Punk's prime versus Shawn Michaels' prime, which is probably like around the 80s, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say 90s, because the 90s he was kind of with DX, and, he wasn't really much of a wrestler. I think he started to, slow down. But obviously the 90s was his peak, you know what I'm saying? That's when he was facing like the lights of, Bret Hart and I mean not Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know what I'm saying? Like he was facing, a lot of great wrestlers, you know what I'm saying? Um, but, you know, but there's no matchup. If you want to do finishing wise, all right. So let's break it down. Shawn Michaels got what? The sweet chin music, and if you want to say the sharpshooter, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really necessarily think the sharpshooter is Shawn Michaels' second go-to move. Um, but he can hit you with a switch in music out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that spider sense where Spider Man can instantly, be alert to wherever he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he can instantly react to what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how Shawn Michaels is. You know, Shawn Michaels can hit you with the switching music nowhere. He could do it while doing like he could do it while stomping on the ground, or he could just do it. Just out of nowhere. Just give him like five spaces. You know what I'm saying, between them, and you can just boom, because he got long legs and stuff. So I'll give Shawn Michaels that, but CM Punk, he got the Anaconda Vice, and then obviously he got the GTS. Now the GTS is a move that you can't necessarily predict, because what I'm saying, like obviously he's gonna have to lift you on his shoulders, and then just lift you up, and it just hit his knee on your head, or on your chin, or on the side of the temple on your head, and then it's over. You know what I'm saying? The other kind of vice, same thing. You're gonna have to be on the ground, and he's basically takes your hand and he bends it, and then he just keeps on bending it until you tap out. You could take that into consideration. So, finishing moves probably go to CM Punk because he got two. Fighting styles probably go to CM Punk. Again, he got, a lot of, fighting style background in his arsenal. Entrance wise, I mean, if you want to say Shawn Michaels has a great entrance, you can. CM Punk don't necessarily have a flashiest entrance. He just says, it's clobbering time, and then, he, you know, faces his back to the audience, and then it says best in the world, and then, he punches his fist through the air, and, he just, like he plays with his hand, like moving it around and stuff like that. Um, or like if you want to put championships, I mean, obviously, Shawn Michaels have won a lot of championships, but he has not held a championship like CM Punk has held. And a lot of people might say, "Oh well, but CM Punk has been fighting a bunch of nobodies." He beat John Cena in his hometown, in Chicago, Illinois, at Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? He's beating Alberto Del Rio. He's beating, I think it was Christian at the time, I believe. He's beaten John Cena numerous times. You know what I'm saying? He's beating Brock Lesnar when Brock Lesnar came back. But Shawn Michaels was that person that he could not, he did not want to let go of his championship. You know what I'm saying? Like he was the type of person that didn't want to necessarily, lose or vanquish the championship. Now, obviously, he had to because due to injury, but when he wasn't injured, he'll try anything and everything to retain his championship because Shawn Michaels did not want to lose his championship to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like he was very obsessed of winning a championship. Uh, but obviously, Shawn Michaels did not hold the championship for so long, and to me, that's what makes you a great championship. If you're able to hold the championship for that long, you know what I'm saying? That you might as well be crowned the greatest championship of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like Ric Flair only won those 16 champions because he won them and then he retained them again. He won them and then he retained them again. He lost them and then he retained them again. He lost them and he won it back. He won it, he lost it, he won it back. He lost it, he won it back. He lost it, he won it back. Because they keep record of that. You know how many times you lost your championships, how many times you regain your championships. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he was able to, sustain so many championships. If you look at The Undertaker, The Undertaker didn't have the greatest championship resume. You know what I'm saying? Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H. Well, not Triple H, because Triple H is probably up there. You know what I'm saying? Batista. You know what I'm saying? Like they did not hold the championship for so long, you know, for that long time period. But Shawn Michaels, like I said, Shawn Michaels just had a knack for just holding on for the championship for so long. But that's it basically, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you put prime Shawn Michaels against CM Punk. CM Punk is probably going to win that match. There's no ifs, buts, about. Shawn Michaels is great. I'll give him credit. You know what I'm saying? I was more of a Bret Hart type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I just loved the way he wrestled. He was very technical. You know what I'm saying? But Shawn Michaels, I can't. I mean, I could have never figured out. Like, how certain superstars you can always figure out their fighting style. Like Batista, he was a powerhouse. Bobby Lashley, he's a powerhouse. The Undertaker, he's a brawler. He's a powerhouse as well. You know what I'm saying? But Shawn Michaels was the only person that I had a hard time figuring out how he fought. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Edge. You know what I'm saying? Edge, Christian, you know what I'm saying? Like they had those type of fighting styles that were very hard to pinpoint. But CM Punk's fighting style was obvious. You know what I'm saying? He uses his feet. He uses his legs. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a, you know what I'm saying? Like I already said that before. So, y'all can tell me what y'all think. Um, who's the greater wrestler, between Shawn Michaels and CM Punk? Obviously, they never faced. I wish they would have fought. You know what I'm saying? But at least we got to see Chris Jericho and CM Punk, right? I think it was at WrestleMania. At least we got to see that best in the world, what he does versus best in the world. You know what I'm saying? I actually saw that match. That match wasn't really pretty. That match wasn't really that bad, even though CM Punk wound up winning. A lot of people might say, "Oh, he would have done this. Oh, CM Punk would have lost against '90s Chris Jericho or early 2000s Chris Jericho." You know what I'm saying? Chris Jericho was probably getting up there in age, the rust. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So we don't have a time machine to go back, you know what I'm saying? So we could just, appreciate greatness while it's there, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, comment on below what you think or who you think is the better wrestler, CM Punk, Shawn Michaels. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other.